Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode. As we know, into this round, the top three in the championship are separated by 14 points, 14 points, with Kimi Antonelli leading the championship, with Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton both equal on points as we enter qualifying for the fourth round. It is yet another new track on the calendar here today. We're going up and down the field, just see if we can find anybody who is going out. Looks like we've got a Aldi go out on track here at Portobello. It is the Turkish Grand Prix for round 4 of the season. The first 3 races have seen 3 different winners, just like how season 1 was 4 races long and we saw 4 different winners. That will probably remain the only season in history to have completely different winners throughout the whole entire season, no similar winner. But we have seen Kimi Antonelli won round 3 in Malaysia after a chaotic race with multiple crashes. And then we also saw Alex Albon and Williams with Carlos Sainz score 1-2 finish in the second round of the season, but they haven't scored points in round. Didn't score points in round 3, I'm pretty sure. This new track, I reckon, could be, again, once again though, there's no elevations, so I reckon on this new track it's going to be pretty interesting. Of course, qualifying is only 5 minutes long, so you've only really got one chance to set a lap time here. With Gabriel Borletto coming around the final corners already, he will quite literally be the first one to set his lap, with Alex Dunn in the Bronze GP following behind him, of course. Heading up to the fast turn 8, from the triple apex, incredible corner sequence this is. Just see the AI go flat out and now down into, I think it's turn 9. Hard braking zone could be quite interesting for overtaking. Turn 10 up to the fast flick of turn 11 here. Flying for it now. But I'll get ready to end this lap. Gary Borlet around the final corner now, down the start finish straight, sets the benchmark of a lap time of a 1 minute exact. 1 minute dot 0. Oh, Alex Dunn goes 59.831. We are getting sub 1 minute lap times here as we head to now down to looking for Nico Hulkenberg on the thing. Nico Hulkenberg up into P3 as we head to Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen crosses the line there. Charles Leclerc, where does Charles Leclerc go? We don't see where Charles Leclerc is, but Lewis Hamilton, is he got slipstream or is he being held up? I'm not too sure. He goes only P7 as Charles Leclerc's P2 as we now go to Kimi Antonelli crosses the line. Kimi Antonelli is in P3. Now we head to Lando Norris, who is not Lando Norris, into Ollie Behrman who crosses the line and goes P12. Carlos Sainz potentially is Fernando Alonso, he will go any higher. Fernando Alonso goes to P16. Carlos Sainz in the Williams, he goes P12. It's George Russell who took pole position from Leclerc and from Antonelli. Mercedes once again on pole, and it's Oscar Piastri in 4th, 5th Alex Dunn, 6th Lando Norris, 7th Max Verstappen, 8th Borletto, Hamilton in P10. Keep in mind for Alex Dunn, he has not finished in the points once this season. In round 1, he DNF'd a lot. No, he finished quite low down. He finished with a penalty. Around 2 and 3, he DNF'd. I think both crashes were on his own, so let's hope he doesn't crash this time. Alex Dunn is actually leaving the pits again. Are we going to see some drivers potentially getting another lap in here? Potentially just. I don't think we'll see Alex Dunn get another lap in. He definitely won't. But I'm looking at more like the likes of Gabriel Borletto. He left quite early. Could we just potentially see him get a second lap in just? The answer to that will be no. He's not crossing that line in 8 seconds. Neither of them are. It was worth a shot. Maybe not worth a shot of any of them, but it was, close enough. No, it was nowhere near. Yeah, there was Borletto across the line to finish, and there was Alex Dunn across the line to finish. Here we go, we got your starting grid. It is George Russell in first place on pole position with Charles Leclerc in second place, and third is Kimi Antonelli. 4th is Oscar Piastri, 5th is Alex Dunn. Look for his first point to finish. 6th Lando Norris, 7th is Max Verstappen, 8th is Gabriel Borletto, 9th is Esteban Ocon, another disappointing qualifying for Lewis Hamilton in 10th place. 11th is Igor Hadjar, 12th is Carlos Sainz, 13th is Ollie Behrman, 14th is Johnny Hayes, 15th Nico Hulkenberg, 16th Joshua Pierce, 17th Fernando Alonso, 18th Alex Albon, 19th is Valtteri Bottas, and 20th is Lance Stroll, 21st is Arvid Lindblad, 22nd is Pierre Gasly with devastating qualifying, 23rd Yuki Tsunoda, 24th is Sergio Perez. Here we go. For the 4th round of the season, the first race in Turkey in this championship, It is lights out and away they go. Crazy lag at the start here. As we see George Russell just lead them away. He defends off Charles Leclerc easily. Kimi Antonelli to the inside of Charles Leclerc there actually. The lag is getting too much for my phone to handle. We see them now. There is smoothed out a little bit. Charles Leclerc and Kimi Antonelli side by side for second place here. It seems that they're still fighting out. George Russell does the safety car deployed as Verstappen is out of the race. Verstappen and Piastri have collided. Verstappen and Piastri have taken each other out on lap 1. Verstappen and Piastri have taken each other out on lap 1. The cars have despawned, it looks like. They have taken each other out on lap 1. And Mercedes lead 1-2. George Russell in first and Kimi Antonelli in second. Verstappen and Piastri have taken each other out in lap 1. Disappointing season for Verstappen and Piastri. Gets even more disappointing as we continue on through round 4. Will we see any drivers come into the pits? The answer to that looks like no. Unless we see Kimi Antonelli back there. It looks like Kimi Antonelli will actually come into the pits for second. Lewis Hamilton gained 2 places there. I think 2 of them were from 2 drivers who crashed. And Sergio Perez is ahead of Pierre Gasly at the back. Pierre Gasly did not gain any places. So Pierre Gasly, think of it this way. He would have dropped down to the last place. And then them 2 drivers to crash out to bring him up. Again, so he lost 2 places at the start and then gained them 2 places back from the 2 drivers crashing out. This is a horrible start for Pierre Gasly. So lap cars may overtake here, so that must mean that there's no lap cars, but it will mean that the safety car will be in this lap. Keep in mind, Verstappen did get a 5-second penalty from that, so that will probably be 2 penalty points. I actually reckon it'll be 4 penalty points. He took a driver out, but I doubt it'll be 4. I think it should be, but I doubt it will be. I've seen crashes in the past which should be 4 penalty points, but they weren't. Of course, he's out of the race, so it doesn't really matter. But at this point, he started the season for Red Bull, and Piastri's his teammate is in P10, but I'm sure he won't be higher. Alex Albon's crashed. I can't see where, but it's behind. Yeah, it's behind round the corner now. His car is definitely despawned, but he somehow crashed out from this race. I just looked at my screen. I just saw he crashed out. Nobody got a penalty. There was no warning for contact or track limits or anything. So I wonder if he's taken himself out accidentally. And well, now the question is, will the safety car actually restart, or will we get an extra several laps behind the safety car? If we do, this race is very much compromised. The safety car is ending. The safety car will be ending, and that is a good thing for the racing. So we head round the final corner now. Here we go. When does he go? He goes now. It looks like he's gone now, definitely. It's green flagged racing now. Kimi Antonelli will be chasing after George Russell potentially here. Looking for a second win in a row and his 3rd win in his career. We have got now George Russell leading the race. He's got a bit of a 2.1 gap. Charles Leclerc staying relatively close to them as we head through the corners where Verstappen and Piastri crash. There's another crash there, and it's Fernando Alonso. He's gone off. And there's somebody also returning. I think it was Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, Valtteri Bottas was involved. Bottas and Fernando Alonso have collided, and there's another safety car. Oh, please tell me we're going to actually get some racing laps for once. So lap 4, it'll be lap 5 in a second, and we've got 4 drivers out. 2 crashed on lap 1, 1 crashed on lap 3 under safety car, and when the safety car came in for lap 4, Fernando Alonso and Valtteri Bottas collided. Valtteri Bottas will be into the pits this lap. I'm just hoping we get 1 lap of racing action at one point here. We just need a bit of racing action. Bottas is not into the pits. That's a surprise. But he's got severe front wing damage. I think they have to pit Valtteri Bottas. I think that maybe get called, like, what was it? I can't remember what it's called. The one with the dot. It just said lap cars may overtake. You missed it, but just say it. It's my own fault you missed it, but bad. But it does mean lap cars are coming into the pits. Well, no, sorry. Ignore that. What the heck? No, it does mean the safety car is basically coming in this lap on lap 7. Safety car should be in this lap. We better get a lap of racing here. I'd be very disappointed if we don't. Yeah, the lap 1 crash. Just pointing out, if we have one more lap on the yellow flag, the majority of this race would be on the yellow flag. Or the safety car. Even just one more lap. It's basically one more safety car. In fact, I think... Yeah, no. Yeah, I was correct. But Russell in the pits. Russell is in the pits and everybody's in the pits. What's going on? Is everybody not paying it? We need to look for someone who's not paying potentially. They're all into the pits. What is going on in the safety car restart? Who is not pitting here? The person who's not pitting is Ollie Behrman. They're all going to rain. It's raining. It is raining here in Turkey. It is raining in Turkey. It seems like George Russell will be the first exit the pits in the intermediates. It's our first wet race. It is raining here in Turkey. They're all coming to intermediates. This is unbelievable. They got battle behind there here. If they got Hulkenberg, Sonny Hayes, they better be careful. I want to see this race and actually get a couple of racing laps. Battling for 4th place here. There's contact. There's a lot of contact. Please be careful. There's a virtual safety car. In fact, Bottas has crashed. Bottas' Snowden's crashed. So Snowden's off the track. The virtual safety car only though. Bottas' car seems to have despawned. I can't see it. Russell's right behind him. The rain was too much. Behrman actually leads the lap, but the rain's too much. Bottas did actually crash. He becomes our 5th retirement. It was clear from the get-go of this rain. Everybody battling in this rain on these slick tyres were going to crash. I think they've got to be careful. Look how slow they have to trudge along these corners here. Russell though is right behind them. He actually sets the fastest sector too, despite the fact that all of our laps were dry under safety car. But look how much he's been held up by these guys. He's been severely held up. Ocon's got a 5-second penalty. Big accident in the background there. Huge accident. Ocon's involved in the accident. Huge accident. We saw that one. It looks like Yuki snowed us out. Yuki slowed up. He was going so slow in the rain. I think he was hit by Ocon from behind. I think he was hit by Ocon from behind. Is Lando Norris potentially caught up to George Russell because of this rain? Potentially just. No, maybe not. The VSC is ending though. This race just literally flipped on its head. There's Behrman exiting Esteban Ocon, who has got damage. As we have seen 6 retirements. This is not gone off straight off track. There's Norris and Leclerc as they battle. We've seen 1 green flag lap. We actually haven't seen 1 green flag lap. There's been 2 virtual safety cars in that 1 lap, I think it was. As we see them go off again. Charles Leclerc's got two warnings. He's been pushed off twice by Lando Norris. That was very dirty from Lando Norris. I can imagine we can maybe see a penalty here for him. Potentially just. I don't think we will though. Alex Dunn is all over. There's another virtual safety car. This time it's Gasly's crashed. Gasly's crashed this time. Where's he crashed? Cars despawned there. He saw him despawn. He was in the middle of the track. We're yet to see a green flag, full green flag racing lap. Because each lap he's been under safety car or virtual safety car. The majority of his race he'd be under yellow flags. The rain's just too much for these cars. You question if wet tyres is actually the tyres to go for here. And I'm Norris, he got past. He got back way overtaken by Charles Leclerc here, but he's all over Charles Leclerc. Got a better restart there. Ran Charles Leclerc, Isaac Hadjar to the inside of Alex Dunn. Lando Norris breezes past Charles Leclerc. Isaac Hadjar, Charles is also past. Charles Leclerc is going quite slow. No, he's not. Alex Dunn gets the overtake back done. As there goes Borletto on the inside of Hadjar, on the outside now. For the inside of his next corner. Before I push out wide, see Lewis Hamilton getting quite close to him here. This race is absolutely gone. Oh, a lot of contact. Borletto nearly got into a huge accident with Lewis Hamilton. This race has just really turned over its head. Are we finally getting a full-blown green lap here? I think we might be. I've got confidence that this is our first full-blown green lap in the wet. It's rains all over the place. Hadjar and Alex Dunn are battling for 4th place here. Charles Leclerc looks like he's back on the tail of Lando Norris. Potentially, Borletto is all over the place, I'm not going to lie. As Ollie Behrman says the fastest sector 2, I think he also said fastest sector 1 potentially, I didn't see it, but I think he did. As we see Alex Dunn, he's defended off it. Isaac Hadjar enough down the straight here, but Bortoletto is back on the attack of Isaac Hadjar, it looks like. So is Lewis Hamilton. Side by side they go, Bortoletto for the outside of the long turn 2. But if he's smart, he'll get the inside of turn 1. Ollie Behrman does set the fastest lap of the race. Is a part safety car deployed? Bortoletto crashed there! So was Hadjar! I didn't see it! Did you guys see it? I didn't see it! The camera cut away! The camera cut away! I didn't click it to go away though! I'm very confused! But I think this race is going to end with the safety car, I'm not going to lie. Hadjar and Bortoletto take each other out. It's wet weather havoc here. Espinal pits again with the safety car to get rid of his penalty. Lap car's been out overtake, so it seems like the safety car is coming in this lap. We'll get one last lap of racing, lap 15. Hopefully there's no virtual safety car in this last lap or something like that. We've only got 15 cars left in this race out of 24, so we have lost 9. Hopefully we don't lose any more. And yeah, can we see George Russell win this race? Or Lando Norris, will they get past him? Or Alex Dunn, who by the way has only finished one race this season, and yet that was last place out of the drivers on the grids. He is currently running up fourth with Lewis Hamilton directly behind him. It seems to have gone dry, so on this last lap of this race we'll have mixed greasy conditions. There's no longer raining, but will they peel in for soft tyres, or will Sunjack guys risk it by staying out? It has been an absolute chaotic race, but the safety car is ending, and we'll have one final lap of racing on lap 15, and hopefully we actually get a green flag. Because come to think, green flag lap. Because come to think of it, we haven't actually had a full green flag lap because they've all been affected by safety cars or virtual safety cars. So the race restarted a little bit here. I don't see them pitting. They're all going up for one last lap though. But it might be difficult to overtake here, given the conditions now. But Russell just seems to get away from them all. This car looks planted around this track. In fact, Alex Dunn is attacking. Look, for a second I thought it was attacking Charles Leclerc, and the answer as no. They've all kind of got separated a little bit. In fact, there's literally no battle at all. Alright, George Russell. And there's a virtual safety car, and the safety car deployed. Alex Dunn and Hamilton took each other out. Alex Dunn and Hamilton have taken each other out. Alex and Hamilton have taken each other out. And that does mean Lando Norris will win this race. George Russell will win this race from Lando Norris, from Charles Leclerc. But for what I think is the third time in a row, Alex fails to finish, and we have seen 11 cars crash out. 11 cars have failed to finish this race, but it's George Russell is the one who they will keep it on track. And drive absolutely to his best. He started on pole, and after, well, probably is an easier race than usual, he's gonna finish where he started. George Russell wins the race from Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc takes third. Carlos Sainz gets on fourth. Sonny Hayes gets fifth for Apex. Sixth for championship leader Kimi Antonelli. Seventh for Ollie Behrman. Eighth for Nico Hulkenberg. Ninth for Lance Stroll. 10th for Joshua Pierce. 11th for Ollie Lindblad. 12th Esteban Ocon. 13th Sergio Perez. Here's the podium. 3 different teams. 3 different drivers, obviously. But George Russell wins for the second time this season. And wins his third race of his career. Lando Norris in second and Charles Leclerc in third. Here it is again. Russell, Norris, Leclerc, Sainz, Hayes for Apex GP. Kimi Antonelli, Ollie Behrman, Nico Hulkenberg, Lance Stroll, Joshua Pierce, Arvid Lindblad, Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez. And then the 11 retirements included 2 Red Bulls, 2 Braun GPs, Did I say two? No, and the rest is yeah, well they're there. Here's the championship standings. George Russell leads championship once again by 1 point over teammate Kimi Antonelli, Charles Leclerc in third, and Lewis Hamilton in fourth, Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris equal on points in 38 with Alex Albon 25, and 21 is Joshua Pierce in 8th place. 9th is Gabriel Bortoleto, 10th is Pierre Gasly, 11th is Oscar Piastri, 12th is Ollie Hayes, 13th is Esteban Ocon, 14th is Ollie Behrman, 15th Max Verstappen, who's only scored 6 points this season. Still more than his teammate who is currently sitting in last to Alex Dunn, who's only finished 1 race this season, out of the 4 we had so far. Here's the constructor standings. Mercedes 111 points, Ferrari 81, Williams 55, McLaren 48, Apex 38, Audi 23, Braun 19, Haas 18, Red Bull 6, 4 Aston, 1 Cadillac and 0 Porsche still. Hopefully next race is more exciting, guys. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I look forward to the rounds 5 in Australia. Until next time, goodbye.